All right, everybody, we're back. You know, my first guest tonight from such films as Save the Last Dance and 10 Things I Hate About You. Now she can be seen in Mona Lisa's Smile. Please welcome Julia Stiles. Great.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for being here.
My pleasure.
So this is a happy time of year. You're having, you got a big holiday plans?
Yes, I'm going to be going to Puerto Rico for New Year's.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Do you have any resolutions yet? I know people always ask me, do you have any New Year's resolutions? And I usually just don't do it. I blow it off.
I do, actually. I've decided that I'm going to stop doing that kissy-kissy thing, which I almost just did with you.
Oh, just my luck. Thank you.
No,
Wow, you stopped just in the nick of time.
No, you know where you say hello to somebody and you shake their hand and kiss them on the cheek, like...
Yes.
It's kind of like a Los Angeles thing.
I do this with Al Roker all the time. It's very confusing, but yeah, it's kind of, I guess it's a little awkward. And what don't you like about it?
And then, I've started to do it with people that I don't even really know. Like, I'll be like, can I have an order of fries with that? You know, it's kind of...
Right. I bet that guy's happy, yeah.
No, I just think it's kind of pretentious, and I'm going to try to not do it.
Also, there's some people, last night, we had a Sports Illustrated swimsuit model on, and she's from the Czech Republic, and she insisted on 3 kisses.
See, that's
which
just
I
too
was okay with. You know, I actually tried for 5, and she hit me in the eye, but it gets confusing. It creates that social awkwardness.
Your face is, if you do this, then your faces get too close, and then you could accidentally slip them the tongue. It's just really weird.
Well, yeah. That's a little hard to explain away later on. The tongue, I just thought the tongue.
You never do that?
No, I never knew that. But also, for me, I have a big fat head. You can't tell at home. I think you can tell at home. But when my head gets really close into women, it frightens them. And, yeah, exactly. That was good. Wait, you weren't kidding. It really frightened you. You know, you seem like a very nice, like a very approachable person, and that's a good thing, but I would guess that would be a problem sometimes with fans. Do you have fans that are maybe too sort of familiar with you ever?
I try to always be really nice. Yesterday I was at the gym and somebody asked for my autograph in the locker room, which is just awkward and just uncalled for. Like, I tried to be really polite, but the whole naked thing just...
Oh, you were naked in the locker room?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, that's what... yeah, now I'm uncomfortable.
Well, sometimes you're in the act of changing or, you know...
Well, yeah, but still, it's just the locker room, the personal space thing.
Personal
you don't
space.
really... I was still polite, but she didn't have a pen or a piece of paper because she didn't have any clothes on, but
So she's naked, you're naked, and she's asking for an autograph. That's that's very weird.
Yeah, it's weird. But I try to always be nice, because...
The strange thing about my health club, which is right here in Rockefeller Center, is that there are people that walk around naked, and clearly they're not working out. They're not going... Does anyone know someone like this? The person's not on a machine. They're not doing anything. They're walking around naked and just sort of showing you their nudity.
Oh.
And then sort of trying to look busy, like, well, I got a call to make, but not doing anything.
But see, what if you were the person, like, calling the naked person in the gym? That would be really awkward.
And you were naked, too, but you weren't in a gym. You were at your office. Yeah. These are very strange scenarios. Yeah, I love nudity. Now, I understand that you're into something that's called Pilates.
Yeah.
And I want to ask you about that because I've heard of Pilates, but I have no idea what they are.
I got into it because of Save the Last Dance. It's really good for ballerinas, like for doing pliés and being flexible. And there's a weird machine that has these ropes that you put your legs in. It's just bizarre. But they gave me one of those machines. Normally you go to a studio to do it, but they gave me one of the machines for the dance movie, and I have it in my apartment now. I have like a tiny little shoebox apartment, so when people come over, they're like, what is that medieval torture device? Like, what is...
It just looks like a house of bondage when you come into your apartment.
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
Now, and so is the idea that it's just literally there are ropes tied to different parts of your body, and you pull and there's resistance?
Springs, yeah. There's springs that prevent you from actually being able to move, kind of, and you have to fight against it. It's strange, but it's supposed to elongate.
Right. It just sounds like the kind of thing that gives you great results, but I know if I was doing it and someone saw me, I'd be humiliated.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I'd be tied up in all these ropes and thrashing, and I'd say, no, I'm getting a killer ass. Leave me alone, you know, but it would be totally embarrassing and humiliating. I would try to. Now I understand you used to be a vegetarian. Is that right?
Yeah, I was vegetarian for a couple of years, and then I became a vegan, which is a big mistake.
Can you explain the difference? What is? I don't really know what a vegan means. What is? Do vegans, can they eat anything? Are they just eating packing peanuts? What are they eating?
No, vegans don't really eat anything. It's like hay and straw.
So they're horses, basically. They pull milk carts. They live on farms primarily.
Yeah. No, I still have friends who are vegans, and you just basically don't eat any animal products, but that eliminates a lot of things. Like, I could eat this table, but I couldn't eat.
Not really. There's some animal in here. This was a horse not too long ago. Don't ask me what happened. So literally, you can't. I know, because someone just the other day, gave me a vegan. They were like, here, try this vegan oat cookie. And I ate it, and it was...
Not cow.
No, but it kind of tasted like it was just like, good vegan oat cookie. But that's all I could think to say.
Yeah.
But
I gave it up. I gave it up.
You gave it up?
Yeah.
Why did you give it up?
Really badly anemic. I was really just drawn, and it's not healthy if you can't do it right. So I just stopped it.
So and did you like when you took that first bite into like a hamburger or steak afterwards? Were you happy, or did it take getting used to?
Oh God, the word orgasm comes to mind. It's like
yes.
It was like now I know why people. I mean,
right.
Oh, the poor little cows.
No,
whatever.
it's too bad and everything,
really
but we're gonna get a lot of mail behind now. No, but I agree with you 100%. Yeah, sorry, cow, boo-hoo. But anyway, it tastes.
It tastes
so
real good. Really
and
good.
Anyone that comes to me and says bacon doesn't taste good, I would walk over glass to get to a piece of bacon. Bacon, I love bacon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would eat a vegan oat cookie if you wrapped it in bacon. Then I'd be like, hey, good vegan oat cookie.
I think you should market that, actually.
I'm going to do that. It's going to be vegan oat cookie wrapped in bacon. Not recommended for vegans. You'd be like, well, I don't understand. What's the point? Let's talk about Mona Lisa Smile.
Yes.
This movie, and your character in this movie, it's something that kids today probably, it's a long time ago, but it's hard for them to understand that there was a time when, in 1950s, when even women that were very serious about school and about a career, had a very maybe different attitude about what they were going to do with their life.
Yeah, they were just, especially my character, we were just expected to meet our husbands in college and then get married and raise a family, and didn't really have many options aside from that. But it takes place in 1953, and my character is very studious, but has always, all her life, imagined that she was going to be a homemaker, which is fine for some women, but...
It's just interesting. It's an interesting character because she's, ambitious and very smart, but then it's just like, yeah, and then I have to get married right away and raise a family. And that was just the given at that time.
Yeah, it just didn't even really occur to her what her other options would be. And then Julia Roberts comes in and sort of opens her mind to different options.
Challenges these ideas.
Yeah.
We have a scene here from the movie. What do we need to know?
What is the scene? This is where I go, Julia Roberts is my art history teacher, and I go to debate a grade that she gave me, and we start talking about my future. And we start talking about my future. Watch.
All right, let's do it. That was good. Watch. Now you watch. Take a look at this clip from Mona Lisa Smile. Mona Lisa Smile is in theaters now. When do you leave? When do you leave for your vacation? When do you go?
The day after Christmas, actually.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
I'm excited.
Sunblock. That's what I do.
So
I always bring giant cakes of sunblock with me, and I wear an old lady's hat on the beach. The least sexy man sitting there by the water. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you,
Happy
my
holidays.
pleasure.
Julia Stiles, everybody. Mark Maron coming up. We'll be right back.